Okay, what I'm going to attempt to do is take this cover off right here, our pull rope starter cover. Under this cover is a seal, and to take this cover off, I have to take all the bolts off around it. And one of the bolts we have to get to is blocked by our foot lever down here. So we have to take this little 10mm bolt out in the foot lever and take the foot lever off. And for anybody who's never taken a foot lever off, you have to take the bolt completely out because there's a little groove in here. And then it should just come right off. You might have to tap it a little bit. And so you take that off, we'll take the cover off, and we'll keep going from there. Pretty simple so far. Okay. We got the cover off. We got the rope pulley off. It's just the bolts that come out, and of course we had to take this gear shifter off as well. And on the inside is this little wheel that spins, and this is what your rope pulley catches when you do your pull start. And on the inside of this, you got a little rubber seal right here on the end of this bolt that helps seal everything, all the oil from coming out of this hole. But what I have is a little bit of oil coming out of this hole right here, and it's got another seal on the inside, and it's right here where you can see my finger. I'm going to replace that seal so we don't get any more oil leak. But I can see it on this little fender right here every once in a while, and it got some oil on the rope itself. So didn't want to be getting oily and greasy cranking it up and moving it and riding it and everything. So that's what we had to do to get it all fixed and put back together. So I got to get a new seal, put that in there. When we get that put in there, she should be like new again. But simple process. Now this is torqued on, and what you can do is put a bolt or something in these little. If you don't have a airtight torquing wrench that'll unbolt it, put something in this little slot here and let it rest against the peg down at the bottom. And this thing is pretty strong, it won't bend, and as soon as you get enough pressure against it, it should break free. And same thing would tighten it back up. This little piece only goes on, it's slotted, so it can only go on one way. If you see how it's slotted right here. So that's so that when you crank this thing, everything is holding like it's supposed to. But it's also an oil seal there, so we got to get the oil seal fixed. But the reverse process of putting it back together, just put your oil seal in, put this little wheel back on. We'll also get us a little fresh little washer or gasket right here, this little one, to make sure it's fresh when we're putting this all back together. And put your pulley back on, put your gear shifter back on. That should be it. But anyway, hope you guys maybe learn a little bit out of it. It's the first one for me, so hopefully I do it correctly and it don't leak anymore. But it's not a really big time consuming project, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm sure the seal is not very expensive.